What's up? What's up? Y'all tapped in. Y'all tapped in. Tap in with me, y'all. It's about to get real. I just got off of here. I know y'all like Jackpot right back on the live. Jackpot doing too much. I know what y'all thinking. I know what y'all thinking. And that's fine, y'all. First of all, follow me on all social media at Chosen One Jackpot. Yes, all social media is at Chosen One Jackpot. Follow me if you are here to follow my business page or you are on the business page. Please follow me at Chosen One Jackpot because that is where we will stream everything. That's where we will stream everything. If you are following me at Chosen One Jackpot and you are wondering where the business pages are, this is the business page. Follow me at Real Life Business Solutions, and that is where the business action is. The business action is at Real Life Biz Soul, and that's on almost everything, y'all. So I do have a guest. Got a lot going on, but I do have a guest, and I'm waiting for her to come on. Let me make sure she got the link and everything is good, and we gonna get right on here, y'all. So once she pop up, we're gonna do this very strategic interview. So without going too far into detail about her business, I want you to understand that this is not someone that I met years ago. I've only known her for about a week. And last week she clicked on one of my ads and I called her in one of my outreach sessions and we had a really good conversation. And I was like, look, I love what you're doing. You should be the first guest on my come up series. And this is the first season and this is episode 1. And then she was like, "Well, I said no. She didn't mind being on the camera, so she was cool with it." And I was like, "Yes, I know a lot of entrepreneurs. Obviously, I do entrepreneurship 7 days out the week, and I am very familiar with almost all of the people that's moving and shaking around the city of Detroit. And I could just as well interview my friends." But I want to interview you first because you give a unique perspective. You don't know me, you don't know my following, all you did was click on one of my ads and we had a brief conversation that turned into this interview. And I was just happy that she obliged. And my AI kind of set the interview up a lot earlier. And I was like, nah, this is not it. So, with that brief, very brief description, um, I'm not gonna hold y'all up too long, man. I really wanted to just like tell y'all how she ended up on the show. And I wanted her to introduce herself more than me just sitting here talking a whole bunch about her businesses. And it's a lot going on, y'all. And I'm really happy that we made it to this live. I know she probably thought I was just talking like "Ooh, me on there. He just, you know, but
Hi. How you doing?
I'm super blessed. I'm super blessed.
As I am.
And you look at, I'm so glad that we were able to do this. I was just telling the people that my AI had us booked for 12 o'clock, and I had a speaking engagement at 12. I'm like, well, my speaking engagement was at 12:30. I'm like, nah, I'm on my way to moving and grooving.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. I mean, and that's it. It's just always work.
Always work. And I love it. I love it. So I just told the people right before you came on, I was like, "Look, I know I have a lot of entrepreneur friends." I was like, "But this is a very unique situation because I met you through my ads."
Yes.
Right?
Yes, yes, yes. And it was crazy because his AI is crazy, y'all. It was like, hey, thanks for reaching out. Hey, we got a meeting today. Hey, we're gonna talk
Ooh,
tonight. Hey, I was like, okay.
yeah, we good. So the
Yes,
AI, people not familiar, y'all. I sell AI and automations and marketing, but I meet a lot of people through these ads all across the country. I'm very familiar with a lot of the people in and around Detroit, Michigan, but I meet so many people all around the country. I'm talking about Alabama, California, and I'm like, dog, everybody, we all have similar grinds.
absolutely. Because entrepreneurship is entrepreneurship.
Most definitely. And
Hmm.
so with that, I want you to give a very, if you want to be detailed, it's cool. I'm not rushing. That's why I wanted to make sure we had the time. But talk to the people about your journey in entrepreneurship, where you came from, where you are, and what you're doing in the future.
Okay, so hello, guys. Good evening, guys. So, my name is Priscilla Ponders Spratlin. I am a salon owner operator. I also am a mentor. I mentor young girls in my salon who actually are, um, I guess they are salon owners as well because I help them to build their brands and now they are able to grow and go. So I also make products. In my salon, I sell and use products on my clients as well as the mentees in my salon. They also use the product. The product has been around since 2020. I'm currently in the process of scaling my product brand. I actually have been surviving off of direct sales only because most people that try my product love the product. Okay. So I specialize in sister locks. I'm a sister lock consultant at this time, but I actually am licensed as a master barber. Yes, I cut hair. I enjoy cutting hair, but the money is in sister locks. But not to, well, what my young lady say, not gonna lie. Barbers are eating out here these days. Okay. The prices are crazy. But yes, so that's a summary of who I am. Currently, like I said, I'm scaling my product brand. I'm actually in the process of putting together my largest training to launch my program on a larger scale. I am very passionate about enlightening you guys on how to take care of your curls, your hair, and that's a part of your health. Um, and for ladies, for sure, that is your crown. But having the knowledge to go with a skill set is very important to me. The beauty industry is changing every day. Some of everybody is in it, and they're not embracing this for what it really is. We're some of the highest um, income earners as it relates to careers, and a lot of people take it for granted. So what I do is I take young ladies who have an interest, who actually have embraced this and are very ambitious, and teach them how to be professional and to also give them the skill set to go with their actually to give them the knowledge to go with their skill set. So basically, guys, if you're out here and you're just looking for knowledge, you guys can follow me at uplusessentials.com, and also my salon page is Unstyled Plus. So on there, I will be giving away free gems. I call it free game. I give away free game all the time because this is my passion. Just like coming on here to talk to you guys, it's just a no brainer. Like, this is what I pride myself in. If you Google me, look up my reviews, that's what my clients say. They give you that she actually cares and she gives you the knowledge to take care of your hair. And it's more about hair, it's way bigger than me at this point in my career. So, like I said, guys, if you want information, more information about your hair, your journeys, and what you're going through, or anything about the industry, if you have these very unprofessional stylists or consultants, reach out as well because maybe I can be that light that they need in this time, because the culture is changing, as well as the world is changing. Inflation is here, and money is hard to come about. So I look at it like this: I'm not entitled to your money. I appreciate it and I respect your time and your money. So I want to help everybody in this industry be the same way. And that's it. Thank you guys.
What you thought that was you thought that was the interview?
I did. I just wanted to, you said go ahead and dive in. I want to
Nah,
dive in and let
I
you
love
guys
it.
know who I am and what I
Yes.
do. I'm very passionate about what I do.
Nah, I love it, right? So that's what people don't understand about being an entrepreneur. You can be an entrepreneur and talk about how much money you want to make and how much you want to be in control of your own schedule and all of this, but at the end of the day, entrepreneurship is all about the passion because
Yes.
because at times the money is not really there, right?
Hmm.
It's not always there, right? So
Right.
you can hit a lick. You can start
Hmm.
moving and grooving and you hit a sweet spot. Boom, and you
Yes.
looking and business is great. Just like you with doing hair, I'm pretty sure the beginning of the pandemic was like, woo, everybody want to sit in the house. They don't have nothing to get their hair done for. They throwing on hats and going on Zoom instead of going to work. And it was like, look, business has slowed down. At that point, entrepreneurship becomes real. Right?
Yes. And so many salons went out of business during that time.
Yes, and you've been doing this long enough to where you've seen some highs and some lows, right? And
Right.
passion is what gets you through the highs and the lows. If you don't have
Absolutely.
a passion for it, you just being able to make money, it's over. You're right.
That's it. And I tell my girls all the time, what is your why?
You need a why.
You need a why because I can't force you to be here. Like
Yeah,
you're here at your own free will. And what you do with this opportunity is solely going to be up to you. Whether you win or lose, it's not on me.
most definitely. So when people when they think about they see your success on the outside, right? They say, okay, she got her own salon. She's mentoring these young women. She has her own product line. She has this going on, that going on. Oh my God, this is that. And no, this is work.
Honey, it ain't no joke when you sometimes see your account say 10 bands, 20 bands, and then the next time you look at it, say $100,
Yeah,
$200. And that's why I tell everybody it's not a given. It's really work. What you put into entrepreneurship is exactly what you get out of it.
most
That's
definitely.
it.
And the passion is what gets you through the storms. So
Hmm.
when people talk about any type of longevity and they say, well, you did this for 20 years. Yes, but all 20 years wasn't all celebration. It might have been 5 of those years where I was like, "Man, what am I doing?" But
Absolutely. Because what happens is everybody's journey is different.
mhm,
Now you have some people that come into it, like my mentees, they more than likely their journey is slightly different because they had somebody to guide them. They had somebody to hold their hands and to actually give them clients, to give them a workspace that was partially built,
mm,
but starting from scratch.
mhm,
And I mean grinding. And what y'all say, getting it out the mud.
getting it out the mud,
It's no joke.
getting it out the mud, right? So when people they let's say your mentorship, right?
Yes.
The people that come to you, they're not coming to you in the form of competition or trying to be you juniors, right? They're coming to
Right.
you because they respect you as an authority in what you do. And that's so important when you dealing with any type of mentorship. I was just on live before we came on, and I was talking about my mentor, and my mentor actually asked me to partner with him a couple weeks ago. Like, look, man, we might as well do a partnership and let's work out the paperwork and the details, right? And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, that was like the ultimate compliment because this is somebody that caught me when I was like 2 months into this entrepreneurial journey. I had just had real life business solutions in like July, and this was like maybe the first week of September or something, right? And
Mm.
he caught me and he was like, "Look," and it was times where he may have needed something done, and I was like, "Man, I can do that. Just give me $500." He was like, "Nah, man, you a 10,000 a you $10,000 a day type of guy, man. Don't waste your time with $500 jobs." Right? This is what he told me.
Mm.
Right? This is what my mentor told me. Right?
Speaking it over your life.
He told me that. He said, "Don't waste your time learning $500 jobs. If you're gonna learn something that's high value. Don't worry about the $500 jobs. We can pay somebody for that." Right? So I
Mm.
started learning things that he didn't really care for, like ads and social media marketing and different things like that. And at this conjunction, he like, "Look, man, you do what you do real good. I do what I do real good. Let's put it together and make some money." Right? So have you
Right.
had any any mentors? My apologies. Have you had any mentors that you mentee so well, right? Any mentees, I'm sorry, if you had any mentees that you mentored so well that you was like, "Look, they ready."
Okay, so
Maybe not to
yes.
be
So
partners, but
basically, I have a mentee currently,
mhm,
and I'll give you a little background. She was the one that came in and she was kind of lost to reality, but I brought her in real quick. She learned and she executed. She built off of everything that I taught her. She embraced it and she mastered it. And then she started sounding like a mini me. If she do a consultation, I'd be like, wow, this girl sound like me. It was crazy, right? So then she got to the point where she thought she knew more than me. Because unlike you were dealing with too mature
mhm,
individuals. So
mhm,
I'm dealing with the youth, right? So at
yeah,
some point, she got to where she thought she knew more than me. So I let her go out there and get a taste
mhm.
of what's going on. So when she went out there, long story short, she's back. So now that she's back in the salon, she's more humble.
Yep,
She
yep,
learned, and now that you speak on this, like I said, I'm getting ready to launch my largest training, and she is going to be one of the guest speakers slash trainers to come in and teach a portion of the course. Yes,
and that's what it's all about, right? And they say each one teach one,
each
and
one teach one.
I really don't know where I would be without my mentor, right? Like, and he don't even consider himself like I'm just your mentor or nothing. He just like, bro, I'm here if you need me. You know what I'm saying, bro? I this, and we done made like a lot of money together, like a lot of money. And I don't look at it like, yeah, you've needed me for this, or I know how to do this. Aha, look at me doing. I'm not trying to outshine you or do anything.
Hmm.
And that's why we get along. Like you say, we're both adults, you know what I'm saying? And
Absolutely.
even though it's a business relationship, we've had our times where he needed some advice for personal matters or vice versa. And he might
Hmm.
call me like, "Bro, what you think, man? Whoop, whoop." And I'm like, "Look, man, blah, blah, blah." And
That's
sometimes he
trust.
take it, sometimes he don't.
Hmm. But
But
it's trust. Trust, enough trust to confide in you,
mhm,
enough trust to give you the knowledge and to trust that you won't try to cross them out.
mhm,
I mean, because that's the thing. We're dealing with so many crabs in the bucket. Everybody wants to compete these days instead of partnering.
yep.
And that's what I told her in my salon. This culture, I created a culture and I also created. So, what I did was unconsciously, God did this.
Mhm,
He put everybody in a system and in this atmosphere. I created a model that not only I use and it works, I'm able to give this model to other salon owners in this atmosphere and in this culture to help them to stay prominent and to keep growing and going. because the culture that we're in, salon suites are big out here.
Mhm.
Salon suites is something that these young girls or individuals are looking at as this. I can have my own business. If I'm gonna pay you $200 a week, I could be in my own business and I can run it. But see, what I give is a whole overall picture. If you get in this salon suite, how you gonna stay in the salon suite? If you get into the salon suite versus a storefront,
Mhm.
how do you get walk-ins? Are you social media savvy? Are you going to market yourself accordingly? Do you have enough clientele base? So everybody has to start from somewhere. So instead of the salon owner just looking to benefit financially, you want to create stability not only for yourself, but for your actual booth rentals or whoever's renting from you.
Mhm.
The more you make people feel in control, the more you make them feel like partners, the more likely they are to be a partner.
Most definitely.
So you don't want them to be the individual that's working for you. You don't want people to feel like they're working for you or they're employees. You want them to feel in control because ultimately they are. Without their skill set, without their knowledge, it would be no them. And without their effort and execution, it would be no business. So, guess what? Ever since God put this in my path, my chairs have been full. I run an 8 chair salon, and they all are filled with 19-year-olds or younger.
I love it, and they grow into that. That's a
Oh,
beautiful thing, right?
mhm.
And just like you said with the one that had to go bump her head, and it's nothing like tough love. Go ahead and figure it out. I want you to
That's
figure it
exactly
out.
what it is. Tough love.
Tough love. I want you to figure it out. And like you said,
Yes.
when you come back, you're humble.
Hmm.
You respect the fact that it's not as easy as you think it is. And you
Yes.
look at me in a different light, like, oh, I got to take my hat off.
Absolutely.
I gotta take my hat off, right? So, and I like I said with my mentor, we speak a lot, and I've seen him bump his head with something and something didn't work
Hmm.
out, and he was really quick to say, "Yeah, that wasn't the best move." And
Hmm.
he'll tell me, "Look, man, I'm gonna go bump my head. I'm gonna let you know if it work out." Right?
Hmm.
He'll tell me
Hmm.
that.
That's
I'm gonna
transparent.
Yeah, he'll tell me I'm gonna
Not being
try it.
perfect.
Yep. He said, "Man, I'm gonna go try it." He said, "I'm gonna let you know if it work out." You know what I'm
And guess
saying?
what I tell them? While I'm growing, I'm bringing y'all with me. I didn't wait till I get to the top and know everything to try to bring y'all up with me. I am growing and showing at the same time. Let's
Okay.
grow together.
So let's talk about that real quick, right? So, do you like with me? So, I don't do a lot of stunting and fronting and none of that, right? So, I don't do none of that. I don't come on here and do a whole bunch of showing off. I do all right for myself, and I do say that I do all right for myself. Probably a little better than all right. I do really good for myself. But do you feel like you being humble make people feel like you ain't who you are? Like, hold on, I'm humble, but I am that. Don't get it
Yes.
twisted. You
And
right?
that's why, sometimes I feel as though I want to pop out.
I
What Kendra
got
Lamar says, sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas.
for
But
real.
I don't want to always be that person because that's not who I am.
Exactly.
And then I actually, I have clients, lucrative clientele base, and then I also have these young girls that's looking at social media as a model.
Mhm.
And when I go to speak at schools, I tell them straight up, if you want my IG, this is it. But I'm going to tell you before you get there, I'm not that person. I'm not viral.
Yeah.
I don't have it. I said, but most of those people that's depending on IG and everybody else
Mhm.
to pay them, I depend on me and God. And I
Mhm.
can guarantee you my bank account look a little better than theirs.
Yeah. And
And
that
that's it.
and
And I'm
that
sure
yeah.
it's a lot better than theirs, But because I'm humble
Yeah.
and I don't like to throw numbers around, but when you look at people and you try to judge them from the outside,
Mhm.
you miss out on all the goodness that's deep inside.
Definitely.
Because you can look at my salon every day and think it's a regular salon.
Yeah.
But every day somebody is growing in there.
Mm.
It's an evolving atmosphere. And everything that belongs to me, I give it all. Like I'll give you my last, I will give you my knowledge, I will give you my everything if you prove yourself worthy. And that ain't even like kissing my butt. That ain't when I say prove yourself worthy, I'm not, I mean just show me that you will take it, embrace it, and do something with it. That's it. If I give it to you, what you gonna do with it?
Most definitely. And that's important for people to understand, right? Everybody talk about social currency and everybody talk about followers and different things like that. And some of us we do okay as far as social media, but I've seen a lot of people scam y'all with hundreds of thousands of followers. And
Hmm.
that's the problem. A lot of people are worried about the wrong thing. So I had a I was doing concerts and throwing shows a few years ago, and one of the DJs, he had a problem with the fact that he was on the radio and he was like, "Man, these other DJs can't even DJ and they're making X amount of dollars or whatever, Bob, and they can't scratch and they can't do this." I had to tell him, I said, "Look, man, the people that's coming to party not worried about whether you can scratch or not. That might be cool in a a competition or something. You're
Yeah.
doing some kind
Mm.
of competition." I said, but when I come to the party, I want to know what kind of music you playing. Are you dope? Am I going to enjoy myself at this party? And to be honest, he is still one of the most trash DJs in Detroit. And he was still on the radio a couple months ago. I haven't really caught him lately. But he was on the radio, and I'm like, dude, you still trash. And it's been 10 years, right? And I laughed with one of my guys at the radio station. This is a real story. Like I text him like, dude, why do y'all still got him on the radio station? Like this guy sucks. Like he has no transitions. His music selection is terrible. And to him, he's a great DJ because he know how to scratch. And I'm like, dude, that's cute. And it may be cool online if you can get the right crowd. But people come to parties to party. Like your music selection is trash, right? And we starting there, and then you don't have a following because you trash. So what are we
Mm.
paying you for? Because you at the radio station, right? So it's the same concept with hair. So what? They have 50,000 million followers. If they can't do hair, they can't do hair. Maybe they twerk every other video, and that's what they followers come to see,
And
right?
maybe they not professional.
Maybe they
Because
not.
you could look at my books and see that I'm booked for months out. Hello.
Yep.
That's why I know that people lose focus on what's really important
Yep.
easily. And it's not about followers, it's about having supporters.
Hmm.
Like I've been a victim of buying followers
Hmm.
because I didn't understand it.
Yep.
And I bought the followers, probably $20, ended up with about 2,000 followers within 24, 48 hours.
Yeah.
Not one extra like,
Nothing.
not one extra share,
Hmm.
and not one extra t-shirt sold or product sold.
Nothing.
So the bottom line is, who wants followers in comparison to having supporters?
Most definitely. And I've done that. When I first came home from the state joint, I did like 9. I came home to social media. I didn't know anything, right? And I was like, dang, I was on Twitter. At the time, Twitter was big. And I was like doing this Twitter and doing this Twitter stuff. And I was like, dude, why ain't this moving? And I went and bought 5,000 Twitter followers for like you said, maybe $50 or something. And I
Yeah,
bought it and I felt like, yo, I'm like, nobody is sharing. I didn't know they were fake though. I'm thinking this is how people build a page up. You
I
know what I'm
did
saying?
too.
Yeah, I didn't know that this was
I
fake. It
didn't
was like
know.
some kind of promotional company. And like you said, you look and you get no interactions. Nobody sharing it, nobody buying nothing, nobody doing anything. So the fake
Nothing.
stuff is a waste of time. Go out, build your following up, do it the right way, and
Do the work.
build your business up more so than worry about building your following up. Build
That's
your
it.
business up. So I have other content, as I told you last week. I'm like, look, I'm doing this such and such content, but next week I'm gonna launch the entrepreneur interviews. And I've done these interviews before, but it was never the way I'm about to do it now. I may do another interview tomorrow, another interview Monday. Like I'm gonna do so many interviews, and it's at such a high capacity. Because I know so many entrepreneurs and everybody has a unique story. But a thread that we all share is that passion.
That's it.
Is that passion. Anybody I've ever talked to that has been successful in their business has passion. They are not talking about how much money they made
Oh
because
no.
it don't start off like that.
Mm-mm.
And if you don't have the passion to get to the profit, then you're going to stop, right?
Yes. So just imagine this. I do sister lots. I'm not sure if y'all can see they really, really tiny. Like
Mhm,
a little bitty tiny lot, right? This is
mhm,
what I do all day. So to establish these, it takes anywhere from 10 to 20 hours.
mm. Ooh,
Okay. And on average, at a minimum for 4 inches of hair, it costs $1,050
mm,
to start them, right?
mm.
And each additional inch is $60. But that ain't even enough to motivate you to stand on your feet for 10 to 20 hours
Right?
doing that hair. I'm about to tell you right now, that ain't enough money.
Mm,
I have had students to come in and quit. I was actually once upon a time a student at this and being mentored in sister laws.
mm.
And I remember going home feeling like I had been hit by a truck.
Ooh, wee.
Cause this ain't your average hairstyle. 2, 3 hours. I said the minimum 10, the max 20 hours.
Mm.
I done one for 24 hours straight
Ooh,
through. We went to sleep and took a nap. She dozed, I dozed. But I'm gonna tell you right now, that 15, I think at that time it was about 1,600 I got. That ain't worth it. It ain't enough to make you keep going
mm,
to finish that job.
mm.
I know some people split it into a whole week.
I'm gonna do 4 hours today, 4 hours tomorrow.
But you don't get paid till you finish.
You don't get paid till you finish. So in they mind, hey, I made 1,600 this week.
There
Like
you
I could do
go.
2 or 3 of these. Like, what are you talking about? But it
That's
take
what
passion.
it takes a passion.
It take
And you
passion.
got to love it and want it and embrace it and enjoy it. It has to be fun. It can't feel like work.
It can't feel like work. And people don't understand even with me, right? So I got my master's degree in 24, and that was 6 years of school. On top of me being an entrepreneur and learning everything, it was 6 years of school altogether. And I got my paralegal certificate in between then. But so it was basically 7 years of school that I did to get to this point. And that's just with things that I can walk in and say, hey, I have this degree and this paralegal certification, right? But
Right.
what people don't realize is beyond school, I had to go and learn funnels, marketing, so much stuff on my own, so much stuff that I studied while going to school, so much stuff that I've studied since I've been out of school. Because once I was done with school, I started running ads and I realized I wasn't that good in sales. So I paid for a sales course. After taking a sales course, I realized, okay, I need to tighten up on something else. So I did that. Then the ads started working, and I said, you know what?
Recording in
I
progress. We're talking the largest 500. Uh-oh, I'm
okay.
sorry,
Are
y'all.
you
Hold
good?
on. Let me put it. I'm sorry.
So ads started working, and I was like, look, I need to get more people into my funnel. So I'm gonna learn. cold emailing, cold DMing. So I paid for that, right? And I'm telling people it takes passion. This is hours and hours and hours. Even when I'm tired, I just had a Zoom meeting with the lead generation group that I just joined, right? And I just had a Zoom meeting with them right before I went live the last time. But I was tired. And I was like, man, it's 5:30. I know I want to go live about 7. I need to take a nap, or I need to do this, I need to do that. And my passion is what got me on that Zoom.
So a lot of people out here don't understand a lot of aspects of like what you do in relation to marketing or
Mhm,
whatever it is. But I want to just give somebody a gem because this same young lady, she got so mad before she left the shop the first time. And she used to tell me, I just don't understand why you just don't go live all the time. You got all the knowledge. There's people out here don't know half is what you know, and they go live and they out here just lying, and they got a big following and they got all this and they got all that. And I looked at her and I said, because that ain't what I do. I do sister locks. I do locks. I run a salon. I stay in my lane.
mhm,
And the time will come that you generate enough revenue so
mhm,
that you can hire somebody
mhm,
that specializes in this
mhm,
or whatever it is that you may need. And until then, you just do whatever it is that you can do within your reach.
mhm,
Not too much, don't overdo it, but do that until you can get to where you can hire an expert.
mhm,
And it's, to be honest, it's hard to get the right one. I read a book as well called The Who Not How.
mhm,
So if you get the wrong who, it don't matter what your intent is. Because if that's not the right who for what you're going for, and that comes with experience too, you got to first know what it is that you need
mhm,
before you can even hire someone. So, not just the revenue, you need the knowledge
mhm.
and the experience to figure out what it is in your business that you need before you start spending money on what? On
That's
the
right.
who, right who, I
That's
should
right.
say.
That's right.
And
That's
that's
right.
about it for me, y'all. I
I
gotta
love it.
jump on this other
I
meeting.
love it, y'all. So I'm just glad to have you. Please tell the people where they can follow you at and how to get in touch with you.
Okay, so definitely, guys. So like I said, my product page is U Plus Essentials, and my hair page is Unstyled Plus on IG. My website is uplusessentials.com, and you could contact me and reach out to me. There are links in both of those or all of those outlets, just in case you know you want more info.
I love it, y'all. Thank you for being the first guest. I promised you this, and I made sure that we
And
got
I
this
thank
done.
you.
And I kept my word. I said, you're going to be my first guest for this series. And I appreciate you coming through. And I know we didn't
Yes.
get it done Monday, but we got it done this week. And I appreciate you so much.
Yes, and I appreciate you too because you did not have to, like you said, you know, numerous of entrepreneurs. So I thank you for having me on, and I look forward to speaking and working with you soon.
Thank you. You enjoy the rest of your evening.
You too. Thank you. Good night, guys.
Bye.